London is blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the middle, FC, let's have it right. Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
So have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in tonight. Hope everyone has had a good day and you're landing the minerals everywhere you go. First and foremost, guys, I want you to smash to pieces the like button. If you haven't smashed that like button, smash it like your missus. Let's have it right. Smash it to pieces. And also, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I want you to smash that one as well to pieces, but you only have to hit that once and don't hit it again. Just hit it once and it stays subscribed. We've got the notification button, the ding dong bell. Let's have it right. All that jazz. And we've got the Minerals FC membership pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description. So guys, I hope everyone is gravy and you're all good. I hope everyone is landing it everywhere they go. We're going to have a fantastic show tonight. A little bit late, but you know how it is. We got to wait for the minerals to land. That's how it goes these days. So let's see who's in the chat. We're going to quickly run through the chat and then we're going to land it on a fantastic subject tonight. And I did say, you know, I'll do a show on this one. And make sure that if you have missed my last stream, I don't know if the algorithm's all a bit messed up at the minute. Go and check it out. A little bit of an analysis. Some minerals landed a little bit more mellow, but they were landed. Let's have it right. And also let me know your thoughts in the chat on that one as well, because I thought that was a very good stream. And we went through a lot of things and we landed it. But tonight we're going to land the damn minerals. And I hope you're all sitting down, all chilled out and relaxed for this one. And make sure you got your bevy there and drink. Well, let's drink in all the tears of all the wrongings that we're going to mud tonight. Let's have it right. So first and foremost, we got London's finest. Lovely title, fella. Potter at the Bernabeu is an embarrassment to this club. He's gone in straight in. Fair play. Leo's in here. Big up to Leo. Big up to Chambers. Big up to CFC. We got Tim in here. Hannah Chelsea. Come on, Hannah. Big up to you. Hope you're doing well. Who else we got in here? We got Chelsea old boys. Come on, my geezer, as always. And let's start it off because for the show tonight. But first and foremost, it's always a tradition on the Minerals FC that we land it everywhere we go. We see things they'll never see. Let's have it right. We see things that Bowling Egg Barley don't see. We definitely see things that the Jellyfish, yes man, Potter Clappers don't see. And the second star on that Champions League is a complimentary gift from Johan Minerals Mount's assist. Let's have it right. And Kai Generational Havertz. So let's land that one to set the tone. Let's have it right. We've got him in here. Hello. Let's have it right. Yes, I did score the goal in the Champions League final and we won it. And that's our second star. Drinking the minerals, you wrong'uns. Yeah. Drink in the minerals, you wrong'uns. Because let's have it right. People don't understand the ballers that we got our football club. They just don't get it. They don't understand the minerals that land at this football club. And it's just like we have to keep going on with the same narrative. But do you know what we do at Minerals FC? This is what we do. We put the middle finger up to all the wrong'uns, all the doubters, all the haters, all the idiots out there. And the true Chelsea supporters are the ones that are here on Minerals FC, the true ones that understand what it means to have a Cobham boy play for our football club and what that actually means to us as supporters. You cannot buy it. There's no price on it. There's never a price on this. Yeah. This is something that's sentimental. This is something that's sacred to the football club. And the last time we had a generational GOAT come out of the academy, it was a man named John Terry. Yes, John Terry, captain, leader, legend. Let's have it right. So we have to harness these ones. We have to treasure them. They're gems. We have to look after them. We have to allow them to develop, and we need to give them the keys at the football club because they are the DNA of our football club. Let's not let something catastrophic happen to our club in the sense of letting Minerals Mount go. And we're going to get into that. But let me run through the chat. I had to land it very quickly. Do you know what I mean? We just have to land it. Come on, guys. Let me quickly run through. Let's have it right. Chelsea Old Boys is captain, leader, legend. You know it. Let me just run through because I'm way behind the chat. Way behind. We got Chelsea boy in here. We got Anthony in here. Big up to Anthony. Big up to Chelsea Dan. Big up to Mitchy boy, my geezer, Land of Soup Minerals. Big up to him. Go and subscribe to Chelsea Mitchy boy's channel and go and subscribe to Chelsea Dan's channel as well, guys, and support them. I know I see you in the chat there, and it's lovely to see that you're landing your minerals on other platforms, and that's what it's all about. Is spreading the good word, the right narratives, and supporting our club on other platforms. That's what it's about. It's not just here. There are other platforms, and we have to delve into that. We have to dive in and land it there because it's very important. It's very, very important. There's not enough true supporters, you know what I mean, that actually say it how it is. So we have to respect that. Big up to Chelsea Mitch Boy. He says, does anyone think MM19 is our worst player? Clue Free Lewis does. I really value his opinion. Thoughts on this bias waffle? I mean, listen, I've known Lewis for quite a while, and I'll say this: there was none of this agenda coming out of him when I was on his platform at all. In fact, I never really heard it. But at the start of this season, I don't know what it is. Maybe he's having period pains like Christensen, and he's getting upset about it. And he wanted to put on a full agenda on Kai Havertz and Mason Mount. That's the only way I see it. I don't truly believe that he thinks what he says. I think he does it for the clicks. I think he does it to feed the narrative out there on the social media and all the trolls that feed into that nonsense. Because let's have it right. The true supporters out there, the majority are not on social media. The social media ones, a large percentage of them are all just agenda merchants. They go with the going narrative, and that's what they like to do, and that's what gets them the interaction. You know, it's like being at school, you know, in a tuck shop, and you go and order a little panda, you know what I mean, a panda pop, and you go and get the cherry one, and everyone's like, oh, how can you drink cherry, man? You got to have strawberry. You're wrong, and if you drink in that, and then he'll go and get the strawberry, and then everyone's having the strawberry. Because they'll go with it. It's called peer pressure. It's called I don't want to be a black sheep. I don't want to stand out. I don't want to be a wrong un. I want to be on the good side. Well, the good side's the shit side. Yeah, that's the shit side. We're on the right side, like the Minerals Mount does, and how he lands it every game he plays. We're on the dark arts side. Yeah, we land it, and the real goats, the real ones with the ball knowledge, they understand the dark arts and know what that is, and that's what we do at Minerals FC. So big up to you, Mitchy boy, land the suit Minerals. Big up to CFC Jack. Big up to I've got to land this one. Yes, man, Tax FC, 443 FC, Bury Him in the Woods FC, Shovel FC, Mini Digger FC, Wrongins FC, Jellyfish FC, Brown Envelopes FC, Groundsman FC, Gutted Like a Fish FC, You Fucked Our Club FC. That's Life FC. Let's have it right. That is a state we're in at the minute. What a wonderful chat that is. Big up, Chelsea old boys. You're not wrong, geezer. Did we forget Wrongins FC in there? No, Wrongins FC's in there. You got them all. Oh, man. Big up to Chelsea old boys. That's brightened me up tonight. And that's set the tone. Big up to Alan Hilson, my member. YRG TV. Who else we got in here? Foot Outlaw. Stretters. Come on, Stretters. It says, big up, Johnny boy. When you don't have a yes man in charge, you value your best players and you have multiple trips to Wembley as we have and as you lot did last season. Let's have it right. And you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Up the Chelsea. Big up to Henrik, Patrick Bateman, my geezer, John CFC, Henrik's in here. Nutty Blue, I hope you're doing well, geezer. All the way in New Zealand. Come on, Land the Minerals International. Come on. Cantu's in here. Jassim's in here. All you new guys in the chat, get in the chat. Land your Minerals in the chat. Welcome to the Minerals FC family. Become a member if you want. I don't care. I just want you in the chat. Everyone get in the chat and land your minerals together. That's what it's all about. The chat is what it is. Golden, mate. It's golden minerals you dig out in there. Fantastic stuff. Big up to Sizzler Barbar. Big up to Aaron Smith, my member as well. Josh is in here. Who else? Blue Star FC. Everyone's in here, mate. Everyone. All my Minerals FC legends are in the chat. And this is what I love. Big up to Jack, my bro. He says Chelsea already working on to sign João Felix. Todd Bowling, Graham Potter in love. Talks will take place next month. Well, good luck with signing him on 300 grand a week. Good luck paying 100 million. And if you think that Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher, Trev Chalobah, Loftus-Cheek is there to finance João Felix alone, where's our DM? Go and get us a DM. Why don't we start that? Why don't we go there? Nothing wrong with João Felix. João Felix ain't a Minerals Mount. He can't even come close to Minerals Mount. Yeah? Let's make it very loud and clear that this player is nowhere near Mason Mount. He ain't won what Mason Mount's won. He ain't got the stats that Mason Mount's got. He ain't got the minerals like Mason Mount. He's got a lovely touch. He's technical and this and that, but he ain't got the work rate. He ain't got the dark arts. Yeah, let's have it right. He hasn't got that. He hasn't been compared to Paul Scholes, Johan Cruyff, Frankie Lampard. See, Mason Mount is a different mould of player. Different mould. The difference between the João Felix, and all these other players is they all have to play with Minerals Mount. And that's the difference. That's why Jellyfish, yes, man, he ain't got a fucking say. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's told what to do. Yeah, it's yes, sir. 3 bags full, sir. I'll do whatever you want, sir. Bowley, yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, and don't worry. We're going to talk about Bowley. Yeah. Shit fucking game, was it? Shit fucking game. Holding your coffee cup with your JD in there. Let's have it right. You can't fool us on Minerals FC. We know exactly what's going down. You're walking a little bit dodgy there. A little bit dodgy, old Bowley, you know. Nice of him to come out and be videoed, but fuck me, what are the geezers going in the background? We love you, Todd. We love you. Thank you, Todd. Thanks. Have a lovely day, Todd. What? Are you joking? Mate, put me there. Put Bowley in front of me. I'll land it, mate. I will land it on him. Yeah? I'll tell him straight. Yeah? Go and get an elite gaffer. Sign Minerals Mount, you wrong un. Yeah? And change your yes man model. Yeah? Change that yes man model. because they are the three things that need to be sorted at our football club. And stop sacking all of our staff, man. Our groundsman, I'm going to get onto that as well. It's disgusting. It's an absolute disgrace how they're treating our football club, gutting us out, literally gutting us out. Embarrassing, man. Embarrassing. Clap Merchant FC, big up to you, geezer. McDonald's FC, I can just see him now. PRFC, Project Youth FC, Epstein Island FC. Yeah, Epstein Island FC. Let's have it right. It was Feeder Cub FC. Come on, guys, land it in the chat. Land it in the chat. Big up RVK. Big up Johnny. No yes man allowed in here. You know the deal. Properly gutted if Mount goes bud. John CFC says, mate, let's go. AP, big up to you in the house. We got everyone in here. Bartek Minerals, come on. Bartek Minerals is always in here, landing the minerals. He knows it. He knows it. Everyone's in here. All right, so Chelsea old boys, land the soup minerals. Big up to you. Says, we got Super Johnny Minerals, the shovel at the back, the cement mixer at the front. We won and buried all the wrongers FC. Up the Minerals FC, up the Chelsea. Come on. Let's go, geezer. Let's go. Oh, I love it, mate. I love it. Listen, you lot get me through life, man. Literally, we are in the mud at the minute as a football club. We're sitting 10th and everyone's going, give him time. Give him time. Oh, what? And the Brighton fella come out? What's his name? Comes out today. Lovely little PR stunt. Give him time. Give him time. Because Brighton are above us. Yeah, give him time. Give Potter time. Give him all the time in the world. Pep Guardiola, give him all the time in the world. Listen, we don't give a shit. We're not buying your PR. Bowley, back off, mate. It's not working. There's nothing you can do to convince the true supporters. Everyone that knows anything about our football club and football knows that this guy ain't got the minerals to take us to where we need to go. They fed us a dream. They lied to us saying that this guy's going to have the keys and we're going to build this project. There is no project here. The project's a yes man project. Yes man Jellyfish FC. That's what we are now. That's what we are at Chelsea, you know? And everyone's got to accept it now. Yeah? Unless we as supporters, we make a stand. We have to make a stand. And I said it after Southampton. We've got to do it, guys. We've got to do it. I've got to land it now. I'm so upset with this news. And I'm going to just get it up. Let me get it up, guys. While I do that, I want every single one of you to smash the pieces, that like button. Get the likes up. We're going to have international breaks. So you know the algorithm's going to go in the mud. So let's land this one here. Let's land this one here. Right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm on a roll tonight. Trust me, guys. I'm not going to disappoint you tonight. Right. So the story is this: Chelsea have parted ways, parted company with long-serving head groundskeeper Jason Griffin, his assistant and son Reece. Right. In a continuation of the major staff overhaul that has taken place since Chelsea's takeover last May, the Griffin duo have become the latest employees to depart after a number of years at the club. The club refuses to reveal the reasons behind Todd Bowley's latest staffing overhaul. The club refuses to reveal the reasons behind Todd Bowley's latest staffing overhaul. Let's have it right, yeah? Let's have it right. This is an absolute disgrace. What has this groundsman done? He's a groundsman. He's been there for over 30 years. Why are you getting rid of him? Why? What's the justification for it? Someone needs to come out and say why. What's he done? And do you know what? I read the Daily Mail report. Yeah, let's have it right. I read that Daily Mail report. All right, it's disgusting. Do you know what they brought up? The cheek of it, obviously by the instructions of the ownership. All right, they had the cheek to bring up when he had a brush shoulders with Eva. You know, the other medical servant that fell out of Marino, and then he had a little bust up in a dugout against United. Like, you're bringing something up that no one talks about anymore. It's irrelevant. Like, Roman kept him after that. So if Roman kept him after that, what are you bringing that nonsense for? Let's land the minerals. Let's expose these brown envelope frauds, yeah? Let's expose the PR that is being pushed out to try and mud Griffin. No, mate, we got to back him. He served our club for 30 years. This is disgusting by Todd Bowley. All right. It's got no narrative or relevance to anything. You're stripping a whole club of everything that Roman's built. You fucking wrong'un, yeah? And I'll say it, you're a wrong'un, all right? Because everything you're getting rid of is everything that is what we are as a football club. It's our DNA that you're stripping from our football club. And then we're going to move on to Mason Mount, because Mason Mount is part of our DNA, and he's a huge part of our DNA, yeah? All right? And these owners are coming in making us some Prince Andrew FC, all right, going out and buying youngsters all over the continent. Even Santos is getting slated from the club that he's been loaned at. The manager's slating him, all right. These kids ain't ready to play at Chelsea in the Premier League. You need to bed these players in, all right. Is anyone going to explain this to these lot? Is anyone's going to come out instead of all these fucking journos non-stop pumping down our timeline? It's all this, it's all that, it's all, this is the vision, this is what they're going to do, blah, blah, blah. They've all been briefed. I've met a brand envelopes, told me they've all been briefed, all right? It's clear as day they've been briefed on the project. It's disgusting. I'm done with it. Like, I'm done with it. You know what? I'm tired and sick and tired of having to repeat the same shit. No one else is coming out. And we'll bring up Rory Jennings as well. Rory Jennings using my slang. Yes, man. Yeah, let's have it right. We know he's a yes, man. It's taking you a little while, fella, to come out with it. Yeah, but we'll get into that. But the problem is this, it's the model that's dictating how our club is being run and who comes to our football club on the pitch and behind the scenes. And Graham Potter is the byproduct of that. And that's why we as supporters have to be very, very concerned, because this guy ain't getting sacked for nothing, all right? This guy, this owner, walks out of the game going, oh, shit fucking game. And then just ignores everyone. Doesn't say goodnight. Doesn't say we're striving on. We're going to do well. We're like nothing. Just says shit fucking game like he's some Don Corleone, yeah? All right? Looks like an absolute joke, man, this guy. All right? He's a clown. And I'm done with it. I don't give a shit what you bought my football club. You got a 10% stake. You're like me in ECFC, bruv. A 10% discount merchant. That's all you are. You ain't nothing at this football club, all right? The real players are the ones that even concern me even more, but you're just a face and a puppet. Let's have it right. You want to talk about minerals? Oh, land of minerals. You want to talk about sending messages to journalists saying that, oh, the owners ain't worried about the results. They're worried about people like minerals, yeah? They're worried about people like minerals. Well, I wonder why. Do you know why? Because we talk the truth here. That's what it's called. It's called land and the minerals. The minerals is the truth, yeah? And we don't hide away from the truth. We say the truth because it's the truth is what we all deserve, and respectfully, we deserve to hear it, yeah? As supporters, ones that go to games, they spend all their money going to games and that. All right, even the ones that don't go to games, the ones that are international and they pay subscriptions or whatever it is, we all dedicate our time and our love for the Chelsea. Yeah, that's what we do. These lot are taking an absolute piss out of us, and it's a disgrace. And you took Thomas Tuchel, an elite gaffer, away from us. All right. And you brought in this guy. You've had stinker after stinker after stinker. All right. You win one game, you go in a Twitter space, Bowley. And then after that, we go after stinker, 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 loss. Then we go on a win. And then he goes in a Twitter space. All right. And this one, he comes out because he knows he's been called out. That every time we lose or we have a shit result, he doesn't say nothing. This time he came out and said something and done it in front of the cameras. But he did have his bottle in his hand this time. He had his cup of coffee, did he? Yeah, I'm sure there's some nice Scotch whiskey there, some mature stuff there that he's having a little swig on because he was walking a little, he was swaying a little bit. But it is what it is. And you talk about the medical team. You stripped a whole medical team as well. We got Fofana in and out of this squad. It's ridiculous. The guy's just come back, looks good, and then he's injured again. Reece James been injured 3 times. We've had 12 injuries this season. Thiago Silva, when does Thiago Silva ever get injured? He's so conditioned, the geezer. All right. He's played what? 2 seasons with us? He's on fire. This guy looks after himself. Now he's injured out for 6 weeks. You know, honestly, Pulisic too. I mean, he's made out of biscuits anyway, but the point is he's been out for 2 months. Why is it taking him so long to be out for 2 months? We have to question these things. And this is all down to, and these are the repercussions, the results you get by the ownership ripping out everything that worked. Roman's model worked. All they had to do was tweak it a little bit. And slowly, through transition, through time, you can integrate you can integrate your philosophy, your way, your vision. You don't just go and get a shovel, mate. No, fuck that. You're getting the diggers out and you want to knock down Stamford Bridge and send us to Craven Cottage. Are you joking with that capacity? This is a mockery. This is a mockery. Even Spurs went to Wembley. What is all this talk? And you're doing it after a draw against Everton, talking about stadium rebuilds. We don't give a shit. Go and get us a DM, you muppets. Go and get us some DMs, mate. How about that so we can be tactically flexible? I mean, honestly, it astounds me. And no one's coming out of it. No one's coming out of it. And don't you worry, there's a lot to be mudded tonight. And we've just started. This is just getting started, mate. Every single one of you hit that like button. There's over 230 whatever you in here. Every single one of you smash to pieces that like button, all right? Because honestly, I ain't holding back tonight. Absolutely not. Big up to Madrista. He says, we will probably sign Tuchel. Laughing. Sign Tuchel. We're a long way from Starbucks if we think that. That's the unthinkable. A miracle is to bring back Tuchel. Yeah, but the only way we can do that, we've got to keep chanting Super Tommy Tuchel. Let's have it right. Roman Abramovich, same old. No one does it. No one's doing it enough. It needs to be everyone. Everyone needs to do it. Yeah, collectively. In numbers, you are stronger. That's the saying. That's the saying. They say it. Why? Because it's true. Because it's true. Big up to you, Geezer, Land and Minerals. Big up to you. Everyone, get in the chat. Make sure you're landing it. Big up Bobby Fairview in here. Lovely to see you in here, Geezer. Big up Chelsea Old Boys. He says the grounds were made one mistake in 2003 against Charlton win 1-0. And Ranieri said the pitch was good for growing potatoes. Fact. That's the only mistake. And he's rectified it. Our pitch, there's nothing wrong with our pitch. We've been playing on it how many seasons? There's nothing wrong with our pitch. All right? These lot are so egotistical, yeah? It's all about them. It's all about them. It's all about their pride. They can't swallow their pride. Yeah? That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. So at the end of the day, right, this guy shouldn't have been sacked. All right? And his was it his son? His son shouldn't have been sacked. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And all the true Chelsea players that are there, that have been there many years, and the Cobham boys and all that, they'll look at that and go, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is not Chelsea. And I keep saying it. This should be the biggest quote from Minerals FC. This is not Chelsea. Because it's not. It's just not. And people are like content with sitting 10th. They're content with giving this jellyfish yes man time. And it's like, it's nothing personal, Aubameyang, yeah. It's nothing personal. And my, that's just spring the nut. Big up Chelsea Old Boys, yeah. That's spring something for me now. Let's do this celebration. Yeah. Aubameyang. Obama no Mingles Yang. What is he doing in the dressing room at Barcelona? Someone explain to me, what is he doing after El Clasico in the fucking dressing room? All right? He's a Chelsea player. What Chelsea players do you know? Have you ever seen the history going to another dressing room? This is a fucking circus, mate. Honestly, this is an embarrassment. Boliek Barley, you are clowns, mate. You are literally clowns. How you allow this to get out is beyond me. And fair play to Aubameyang. He's not happy. He probably done it deliberately, go on socials and do it and let everyone know. It's an embarrassment. You're mocking our football club. You're making us look like rats, yeah? You're making us look like clowns. And it's disgusting, all right? Shit fucking game, is it? Shit fucking game, yeah? Mug. Big up to Chelsea Old Boys. Big up to Chelsea Old Boys. Big up to, oh, man. Big up to Sean in here. Big up to Danny. Big up to Sid says, I'm so glad Minerals exists to speak the truth. Big up to you, Geezer. Big up to Nick Smith, my Geezer. Always landing the Minerals in the chat. You keep landing it, Geezer. Yeah, 27k capacity at Craven Cottage. What is this? What is this nonsense? What is this? Big up to Crypto Hype. Let's keep going. Femi's in here. All right, so he goes, Madurista says, I'm a Madrid fan, just like following Chelsea. Fair play, Geezer. Well, obviously you're going to support Madrid. Are you talking Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid? If Real Madrid, then it's going to be you're obviously going to go Real Madrid against Chelsea. If it's Atletico Madrid, then you must be upset Felix is gone. Let us know your thoughts, Geezer, and keep landing the Minerals. Keep landing minerals. And big up to you supporting the channel. All right, quickly. Big up. He says they might sack us, the fans, soon. They can try, but they ain't gonna. They ain't gonna sack the fans. No one can sack the fans. The fans is the heart and soul of this football club. Yeah. And on top of that, you got real players out of football club that come from our grassroots. They are just like the supporters. They're one of us. They're one of us. And you're not wrong. And in the day, they will try, but they can't. And the one thing, the beautiful thing here, the narratives that I push out, there's nothing that you can buy me, mate. This channel is never going to be bought. This channel is raw. This channel is saying it as it is, because I don't give a shit about what brown envelopes come my way, because I will piss on them. Let's have it right. I will get my piece out. And literally, guys, as always, we know the deal. You know what's coming. Yeah, this is us. This is what we do. We don't buy into that shit. We don't entertain just land the minerals about the club we love, and that's what I love. And the fact that we're free, we got no shackles, we ain't got no handcuffs. Yeah, like Partey should. Let's have it right. We are free, mate. Yeah, rent free, just like my title says underneath my subtitle. Big up Chelsea old boys. We live rent free here, fellas. Let's go. I'm very upset. I'm very upset with the groundsman news. I think it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And the fact that the club won't speak on it tells you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. There's something not right. And you are literally taking everything that is elite, everything that has worked. The model has worked at Chelsea Football Club. It's proven 22 years of relentless winning trophies. Doesn't matter about consistency. Fuck that. We're consistent in winning trophies. It doesn't matter how many gaffers we've had, what players we've had, blah, blah, blah. We go out because why? This is the fact of it all, is that we have an elite owner who demands nothing less than winning. It's called winning mentality. We've got Bowley, Egbali, and Clearlake who are they're just there for the capital and investment. But Bowley and Egbali are leading this horrible ship called the Titanic that's fucking crashing and sinking as we speak. All right, down the Premier League table and out of every other competition. Their mid-table mentality, their money-making mentality. They're billionaires. They're there to make money. They're not there to make Chelsea continue us being elite and winning and dominating. I don't see any of that. And no one can tell me otherwise, because it's clear as day. It's clear as day. The amount of excuse FCs that I've heard on Graham Potter is laughable on Saturday's game. It's an embarrassment, because Everton, we should have beat Everton. All right. We were good enough to beat them. He made the wrong substitutions. His tactics got found out. Potterball's wank. It's a load of crap. All right. And it's not working, because at the end of the day, is it going to work? No, because he's not being backed. Therefore, how can Potterball exist at Chelsea if they're not buying the players that Graham Potter wants? Hence, Mudryk being benched. I believe he doesn't want Mudryk. There was touts about that before. Maybe it is true. Maybe it's not. At the end of the day, he's been given these players. All right. But Roman, yes, there's an element where he had his yes man to an extent, but he never got involved in football matters. He always did take advice and recommendation to the gaffers that deserved it, and he will give you what you need to an extent. And if he can't, he'll try and get you the next best thing. It's not something that's so consistent throughout football. But this guy is complete yes man. This guy, full on, right? There is no, I mean, just look at the body language. His hands in between his groin. You know what I mean? It's the way he sits and looks really cringy and like soft and no backbone. You know, can you imagine, right? Jose Mourinho. Come on, mate. If the owners were buying in players he didn't want, he'd come out and say it. He'd expose it because he's a general. We don't have that at our football club. They don't want anyone like that. That's why we haven't got an elite manager. So it is that. It's a yes, sir. Please, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Jellyfish tax. That's what we got. That's what we got. So, guys, I've just gone off on one now and landed it. I feel a lot better. I actually feel a lot better. What we're going to get into. Obviously, we're going to talk about Minerals Man. Goes without saying, we're going to talk about Minerals Man because everyone loves to talk about Minerals Man. All right. But I want to bring up something which I found hilarious. I found this hilarious. This is a classic. All right. This is a classic. All right. You're telling me, right, you're going to sell Mason Mount and bring in this guy. Who's he play for? You're going to replace a Champions League, Club World Cup, Super Cup, Player of the Season back-to-back winner, yeah, top GA in the Premier League. He was hiding De Bruyne the last season, yeah, chance creation, all that jazz. And you're going to bring in what? Piera? Are you taking the absolute biscuits here? Is this a joke or what? This has got to be a joke. You know, honestly, the stuff that flies around is laughable. I thought Felix was Mason Mount's replacement. Forgive me, I thought that was the replacement. But go and sign him. You're going to have to sign 300 grand, but you won't give Minerals Mount 300 grand, but you go and give Felix 300 grand. And Felix done fuck all at Chelsea. He scored 2 goals. Let's have it right. Yeah, 2 goals. In how many games? How many games has he played? 7 games? 6 games? How many games has he played? Mason Mount's played 3 seasons, been our best player back-to-back, arguably 3 seasons. In fact, Mason Mount got us in the Champions League group stages under Frank Lampard with his free kick and assist to Giroud. It all came down to the last day. Why? Why is this not accepted? Because he doesn't want to sign your crappy contract, Bowley, on 8 years to take him to 31 years old? Come on, man. Listen, Bowley, you know, you should be in a circus, mate, not a Chelsea Football Club. I don't know. Or maybe at a ranch in the Wild Wild West, but you're in West London, fella, just to remind you as you sway through outside the bridge with your little drink. You know, honestly, I am shocked. Really, I am shocked. And this isn't about me. Yes, I am probably Minerals Mount's one of his biggest supporters. Yeah, the true Chelsea support him. But this is not about that. All right. This is about accepting and justifying. All right, why he deserves a contract. You know, it's clear as day he deserves a contract. And we're going to bring up why he deserves a contract. Again, in fact, I shouldn't really have to, but you know, it's like let's file it. Should we put it in the file cabinet for all these fucking XG merchants and these porn stars, these XG porn stars? Let's put it in for all the little toxic little Twitter virgins, you know, for them to file and clip and all that. Maybe they'll use it. I don't know. But I'm just getting tired of it. And we have to address it. Johnny, really, Piera to replace Mount? My God, I can't lie. Yeah, listen, they put it out. They put this nonsense out. And people, all the haters will go, yeah, bring him in, you muppets. You ain't got a clue, mate. You ain't got a clue, honestly. No one knew Mudryk, Bobby. No one knew Mudryk before Barley did. They didn't even know who Enzo Fernandez was before the World Cup. Don't buy that bangers and mash waffle like they knew. Most supporters didn't even know who he was, mate. He was playing for Benfica for 6 months. How are you going to know about him? Unless you watch the Portuguese league. And how many people watch the Portuguese league week in, week out? Let's not con each other, honestly. Exactly. Roman Abramovich. Yeah? Drink them minerals in Bowley and Igbali, because you'll never be a Roman Abramovich. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC as well. Yeah, lots of people knew Enzo. Well, I didn't see it on the timeline. I didn't see it. Wasn't trending, was it, all the time? Come on, man. Let's not fool each other. So anyway, I want to land this, guys. All right. Big up to my cuz watching as well. Big up to you. Landing the minerals. Get in the chat. So I want to say it like this, yeah? Let's say it like this. Where should we start? Where should we start, guys? Where should we start? Because obviously, we've got a Rory Jennings who's come out and done his usual videos, you know, like he does with his little tiny little fucking espresso. You know, we like it large here on Minerals FC, but anyway, and he spits his garbage. Yeah, we know that, and he had the massive, biggest Tuchel agenda going. But obviously, Mason Mount's a great subject for Rory Jennings, so he gets to go against the grain. So it suits him to put it out. That's why he fooled everyone. He's not fooled me. I have respectfully DM'd him. I said, we don't see eye to eye. Granted, we do not see eye to eye. But I respect you for backing Mace. Fair play. That's it. That's it. Does it mean he gets out of the woods? Absolutely not. Does he get out of the woods? Of course he doesn't. It's a criminal offence what he done to TT. And now we're stuck with this jellyfish yes man. We can't forgive that. We can't forgive it. Obviously, I'm a forgiver. I'm a giver as well. But I'm a forgiver as well. But at the end of the day, yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry. But he did the right thing. He came out and spoke the truth. And I respect people that do actually tell the truth. Matt Law came out and told the truth. The thing is, people go, oh, he's a brown envelope. They're all brown envelopes coming out what they're saying, but it suits your agenda. But let's have it right. My opinions, the way I see it, have always been consistent from day one. All right. So you look at their opinions. Are they consistent? Absolutely not. That's where it's the difference. That's the difference. So when they do come out with something that is actually true, you have to acknowledge it. And I will acknowledge it. And I have. But then you've got, obviously, Rory Jennings, who's obviously, we all know the wet wipe Eunice, is his idol. Rory Jennings is Eunice's idol. He wants to hit that level, you know, putting his 18-minute videos out of his flip-flop agenda narratives and get the clicks. And that's his idol. And his idol, Rory Jennings, who everyone absolutely cannot stand, has absolutely landed Eunice right in the mud. In fact, he's pulled him. He's pulled him in the cemetery. He's in the cemetery now because Eunice coming out saying it's not a disaster, Mason Mount. We'll survive like Eden Hazard. No problem. Really? Well, who's the player that allowed us to survive because we lost Eden Hazard? Fella, Ella, umbrella, raining, pissing down. Yeah, let's have it right. I'll tell you who. Mason, Minerals, Mount. Because you take Mason Mount out and you've lost Eden Hazard, where are we going, fella? So, yeah, Mason Mount is the one that filled the void for Eden Hazard. So that one just voids that one completely. Let's land that one in the mud. But the thing is this, the disrespect that this fella comes out, all right, and I have to get it out because obviously this is, I mean, I'm not faking it, but the guy goes to Cobham and he's already had a Mount agenda before that. It was already building. He's gone to Cobham and he's taken a selfie with Minerals Mount and a signature and all that jazz. He's done it with Potter because he's obviously he's Potter out as well, like we all are, to be honest. But that's not my thing. You don't come at a player that served your club for 3 years and create a narrative and get up off your chair and go, what does Mason Mount care about? All he cares about is what? His pocket, is it? Oh, he only cares about his pocket, does he? Yeah? Like what? Every player in the world cares about their pocket. This player cares about Chelsea. But how about the narrative that he's been forced out of Chelsea? That doesn't come out of your gob, does it? You know, with your microphone lighting up like a Christmas tree to distract everyone. Maybe it's got some sort of hypnotizing on it, some jazz on there, some nice kit to make people go, yes, Eunice, we worship you, Eunice. You, whatever you say is facts, Eunice. Nitty gritty all day long, nitty gritty FC. No. Fuck all that bollocks, because that's nonsense. It's nonsense. You see, you've gone against your player. What happens, Eunice, when Minerals Mount stays? You look like a fucking clown. You look like a clown. You've got to back your players. You've got to respect your players. And especially the fact that Rory Jennings, your idol, let's have it right, is fucking landing it. He's landing it. He's putting you in the mud, in the cement mixer. Why do you want to go there? Why? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. don't get it. What did I tell them lot? What did I tell them? What is it? Do I not speak English? What am I not saying that they don't understand? So it's not a disaster that Mason Mount goes, yeah? All right. We'll replace him. We'll get someone else. Go and find me that player then. Go and find me. Go and tell me what player is going to be like Mason Mount at Chelsea Football Club. Oh, because he's Cobham. He's proper Chelsea, yeah? Yeah, he's proper Chelsea. He loves his football club. He's from Portsmouth. He was born in Portsmouth. That was one of the first games he ever went to as a kid. His family's from Portsmouth. So, of course, he's going to love that club. Just like Cristiano Ronaldo loves Sporting Lisbon because he fucking grew up in Portugal. It's his first love as a football club, as a young player. What, you going to say he's not proper United or proper Real Madrid? Do you know what I mean? What's this fucking shocking, wishy-washy narrative? You know, honestly. And you can say João Felix. How did João Felix do? He's done 2 goals in 7 games, and I like the player, but he's not enough. He's just not enough. He's not defensively good enough. He doesn't understand the club good enough. Yeah, he's been here for 5 minutes, and everyone's coming at Mason Mount for playing balls, and João Felix should have played a clear as day across the ball, yeah, across the cross-field pass to put through one of our players, and he didn't, and no one comes. No one comes at him. They won't come at him. And I don't want people coming at players. But at the end of the day, right, go and watch his video because it's absolute disrespect to Mason Mount. And the fact that you're there with him and you want a selfie, don't get a selfie with him. Why do people do it? Why do they go and take selfies with players if they've got an agenda on them or they can't stand them? Why are they sucking off the pipe of Todd Bowley when they know he's fucking our club? Why? Because what? Shall I tell you why? It gets you the views on Twitter, it gets you the views on YouTube, and it makes you what you call Mason Mount look in his pocket for money, makes you fucking money. Because you lot make money for talking these narratives. That's what you do. You see, for me, I don't do it. It's not my job. I've got my job. I do this for fun. That's the difference between me and every single other platform on the planet, is I enjoy it. And I enjoy mudding the wrong ends. Let's have it right. That is fun for me as well. But this is just a small sample size. But when you got a Rory Jennings, one of the most toxic platforms going, and he's spitting the truth about Mason Mount, I can't take that away from the geezer. Listen, not everyone's opinion's right. My opinions ain't always right. Not always. Yeah, they're pretty spot on, I'd say. Pretty spot on. I'm not going to blow smoke up my ass, but they're pretty spot on. But obviously they want to add a bit of charisma. They want to be a bit edgy. All that edgy FC stuff. You know how it is. But irrespective of what they say, we have to talk about this. That Mason Mount is a baller. He's a Minerals general. And when you have the majority of the haters are all on social media, we have to ignore that. A lot of the proper Chelsea don't go on social media. They can't stand it. And I understand why. I understand. For us, and for me personally, it's very important because our voice needs to be heard. So the more we have on the platforms, on the social media platforms, we can push out the correct narratives. You know, the right narratives. 113 likes. Piss take. Do you know what? You don't even hit the like button. You don't even have the audacity and the class to hit the like button. So why should you get to see my face? I can't see yours. All you have to do is hit the like button. Don't be one of these, mate. Do not be one of these. Yeah? Don't be one of these. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. All these, do you know what? Fuck it. All of them. I don't want you in the woods. I want you here on the platform. You hit the like button. It's just it's free. doesn't cost you anything. You know? It's embarrassing, guys. It's embarrassing. Honestly. What do I have to do? Where's that? Listen, guys, you know, maybe I should do my streams like this. Maybe this is how I used to do it back in the day. No one saw me. No one knew Johnny was, yeah. But Johnny landed the minerals when it was like this with the Avi and I had the old Bart, yeah. We were landing it, all right? This is where it all started. Just like this. Just the mic and the voice. And that's it. All right. Now on the channel, you get the beauty. Yeah. You get the beauty to have both. To have the voice talking the truth. Yeah. Not just the shadow minerals, as Musa said. Yeah. You have both. Yeah. So let's not put you in the woods. Let's have you out front with me. All right. And in the chat. It's as simple as that, guys. So smash that like button. There's over 230 of you in here. There is no reason not to like it. Yeah. So, guys, let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about it. So when we talk about Mason Mount, we've got all the platforms with their shitty narratives. We know that. But ultimately, they're not the be and end all. You know, why is it, okay, people go, for example, today, and I'll put it up. I've got it on Twitter. I'll put it up today. Let's put it up. Yeah. Because I think we need to like land it as always. We've got to land it. So what does this say here? What does it say here? Chelsea should give top class Mason Mount anything he wants. Yeah. Mason Mount was by far Chelsea's best player last season. He was outstanding. It's different when you come through the ranks at a football club because you cost nothing. When you get bought for a lot of money, you're viewed as more of an asset. Whoever gets Mason Mount has got the biggest result ever. The kid can play. It's bad business by Chelsea. They should give him what he's asking for. You don't offload your best players. Listen to what he's saying. You don't offload your best players. Best players, you wrong'uns. There are so many players that need to get shipped out of this Chelsea squad before Mount. When you hear whispers of the teams that want to buy him, that tells you everything you need to know. And this is facts. And that's Paul Merson. Paul Merson also came out and said as well about Kai Havertz, it's Bergkamp-esque. Havertz will be a special player, all right? But yet we've got wrong'uns in our fan base that want these two players out of the club, all right? They want them out of the club. And these players have actually won us the Champions League. Kai Havertz has won us the Super Cup with his penalty, all right? Everyone can understand how valuable these players are of huge asset, huge valuable asset. Yeah, huge value, astronomical value. So when you think that the agenda is put on that Mount wants 300 grand, then he wants 250 grand, then he wants 100, then it's 180 grand he's been offered. Then he's been offered the same deal as Reece James, blah blah blah. And what did we hear today, guys? We heard today about Reece James. We heard today about Reece James, and it's come out via what is it? Who was it via? I'm trying to think who it was. I can't remember who it was. Here it is. I don't know who this journalist is, but it's gonna start. Real Madrid are looking at Reece James. Real Madrid want to go for Reece James after Bellingham, apparently. So don't tell me, yeah, that Reece James is going to turn down Real Madrid when he's seen the shit show going behind the scenes. All right. I told you lot, I'm warning you lot. All right. We sell Mount, we sell Kai, we sell Chilwell, we sell these players. Reece James will go. He will go. And you know what's going to happen? Bowling Egg Barley will look at Reece James going, he's on 250 grand a week or 200 grand plus bonuses, and he's too injury prone. Yeah, let's cash in on him over 100 million for Reece James. And Real Madrid will pay the money for Reece James. And they'll have a better medical team as well. And he'll be in the sunny Spain. All right. And we have to see what manager goes in after Ancelotti as well, because that could be a massive decipher for whether a Reece James or a Mason Mount or whoever goes, maybe they go there. My point is this: these owners are destroying our football club, and it's happening under the noses of every single supporter that buy into this Fabrizio Romano bangers and mash waffle, that they're all pushing it down our throats, that Mason Mount is going to leave the Chelsea Football Club. And then you got Simon Phillips, who Bowley subscribes to Simon Phillips. Let's have it right. We'll just land that one in there. A little sneaky one, yeah. Backdoor one. He's saying, oh no, he could stay as well. We don't hear, all we hear is the club wants to keep Mason Mount, but it doesn't show us, you're not showing us as a club that you want us to keep Mason Mount. Instead, you're using every journalist to pump out Mason Mount contract talks every game day, before and after a game day, non-stop. And the poor kid can't live his own life going to UFC fights, all right? And people are going, what's he doing? Outrageous. How's he going to this? What's he doing? Enjoying his life, right? And then you got Maya Jama, whatever his Jama Maya, whatever her name is, yeah? All right, her, and she's doing a selfie with him in the background, and he's going like that. You know what? It's called jealousy. They're jealous of Minnals Mount. Minnals Mount smashes that like button more than you can imagine. Let's have it right. You get what I'm saying. They're all jealous. These are all little Twitter virgins. They can't stand it. Sometimes they just can't stand it because the player that's muddied them is basically landing it everywhere he goes, on and off the pitch. Fair play to him. He's a footballer. He can do whatever he wants, all right? Outside of his life, he can do whatever he wants. It's called every other player. Even Fofana was at UFC, but they don't give the same energy to Fofana, all right? Which shows you it's all agenda that's been fed by Bowley, liking his tweet. We'll bring it up because there might be some new people in here. You never know. There might be some new viewers on the channel. But yes, Bowley liked this tweet, slandering Mason Mount. He's done it on Cucurella as well. It won't be long before he does it on a Reece James, or he does it on a Mudryk or a Sterling or whoever it is. All right. That's the way he is. He's got to be the man of the show, man of the hour. He's got to be in the spotlight. He's got to be a celebrity. It's what they are, these guys. They want to be celebrities. They want to stand at the Cobham training ground like they're in The Godfather Part 3. It's a joke. It's a joke. You're a long way from Godfather. You're a long way from Sicily, you know? And I just, honestly, when are people going to wake up? I don't want to go back to the owners, but unfortunately, you're going to have to keep going back to the owners. Because what we're seeing is a narrative they've used for Fabrizio Romano now, the kingpin himself, who's basically the head of transfers, and he's talking about Mason Mount, and it's perfect. It's a perfect match made in heaven for the owners and Chelsea and Fabrizio, because what that does is basically sending a message to the clubs that do want to buy him, because there's many of them. Let's have it right, and top clubs, big clubs that want to buy him, to say we want a bidding war. If we're open to selling, we're not actually trying to keep him. How does anyone know? Yeah. How does anyone know that they've stopped negotiations? They've stopped negotiations. How do you know that's not the case? What about Mason Mount does want to commit, but they don't want to commit with him, or they don't want to negotiate with him? All right? It's their terms and their terms only. I love landing the minerals because there's always a story. There's always two sides to every story. But the club are the ones that are pushing it out, not Mason Mount. You're hearing he's changing agents. You're hearing his dad's not his agent anymore. Then you're hearing his dad is an agent, and they're getting another agent in to help out. Whatever it is, it's irrelevant. The bottom line is, it's about what are Chelsea offering, what does Mason Mount want, and you meet halfway. That's called negotiation. These guys don't want to meet halfway. It looks like way, and it is what it is. Now, you're going to risk because you want to be the big bollocks and sign all these players on low contracts, all right? But you want to sign a João Felix. You think João Felix or Frankie de Jong's going to sign for 150 grand a week with bonuses? You're a long way from Hollywood, Starbucks, Hooters, Bowley and Iqbali. A long way, because there is no chance you will sign these players on these wages. And if they do sign João Felix, all right, I guarantee you the transfer fee and the actual wage structure will be all bangers and mash waffle to cater for what they want to implement as a wage structure at Chelsea Football Club. And they'll do that because it's called, let's hand out the brown envelopes. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's controlling the media. All the multi-billionaires, big businesses, they all control the media. And that's how it goes, guys. That's how it goes. So I don't want to keep going off tangent. We all know on Minerals FC what a baller Mason Mount is. We all know what he's delivered at our football club. In fact, letting Mason Mount go is a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. Because Everton game, for example, we have Mason Mount, we win that game. So many games he comes on, he has an impact. All right. This is it. You're not playing him. Potter can't play him because he's been told not to play him. That's all I see. And I want to talk about the agenda from the club on Mason Mount because no one talks on this. But if has anyone noticed on the Chelsea socials, the games that he wasn't injured, all the games previous to that, he wasn't in one clip of any footage or any photo or any media content on Chelsea's official Twitter and Instagram for a long time. It must be heading up to 2 months now. So that tells you something's happened down the line. They will not use his face, and they're using their new signings as their face of the football club because that's what they want. They want to change our image. They want to change us as a club. They're turning us into Brighton and Red Bull. That's what they're doing. And no one fucking sees it. Why? Because they fed into the agenda against Mason Mount. So everyone's happy not to see Mason Mount and they don't even notice or care. But really, you will care in the future. You will care when it's not just Mason Mount going. And then you'll care when you don't see experience coming in and you only see young players coming in. So when you say selling Mason Mount's disaster, it damn well is a disaster because this player at a young age who knows the club, he's Cobham product, all right? He's DNA of Chelsea, all right? He's already won at this football club and he's the least injury-prone player. He's the most consistent player. He's a player you build your team around. So what are we going to do? We're going to call Paul Merson a brown envelope. We're going to call, what's his name? Who's the other guy on Talk Sport? Jamie O'Hara. Who's the Scouse guy? What's the name of the Scouse? Murphy. All these guys, just to name a few. Yeah, that goes, you got to keep him at all costs. So what? All right, let's take them away. Their opinions are irrelevant because they're ex-footballers and they're in the media, all right? Well, what about John Obi Mikel? What about John Obi Mikel saying you have to make it priority to sign Mason Mount? What about Joey Cole? You've got to make it priority to sign Mason Mount. What about Tuchel? Did Tuchel leave Mason Mount out of the team? Is Tuchel a worse manager than Graham Potter? But yet you trust Graham Potter dropping Mason Mount. Lampard's a better manager than Potter. But you trust Potter dropping Mason Mount. Tells me one thing and one thing only, fellas. Or ladies out there. Yeah. Is that your agenda is taking over your site. Because that's all you think about is your agenda. Every single ex-Chelsea player or legend will all say the same things about Mason Mount. John Terry's come out and said it. Oh, his opinion's irrelevant. Fine. Joey Cole's come and said it. He's irrelevant. In fact, he's one of the few Chelsea pundits that we've got that's actually Chelsea. All right? Tuchel's in the mud then, clearly. Lampard's in the mud. Who's our fucking goat at our football club? Generational. All right? And we want to talk about that, yeah? We want to talk about that. Frank Lampard, yeah? Who brought through Mason Mount, knows what Mason Mount is. Name me another player in Chelsea's team, in the squad, that has achieved that. 2 years younger than Lampard. You can't, because there isn't one. Name me another Chelsea player celebrated like Didier Drogba as part of the Champions League final. Open play assist to win it. No one. Yeah? No one. This one's my favourite though. Two years younger than these players. Less appearances. And look at the stats. 27 goals like Steven Gerrard. 22 assists more than Lampard. And Lamp's got the most goals because he was the greatest goal scoring midfielder of all time. And look where Mason Mount's figures are. 2 years younger. With less games. And you're telling me this player, oh, don't compare him to Gerrard. Don't listen, they are at those same periods in their career. And Mason Mount, arguably, definitely for Chelsea, is playing in a weaker team than Frank Lampard. They are the measuring tools. This is what you go by. Because the benchmark are great players, generational players. Frank Lampard was one of them. He brought through Mason Mount, played him every game, made him captain because he knows he's part of Chelsea. Yeah, he understands the hierarchy. He said about Mason Mount, he will go to the top. Yeah, just like Harry Redknapp said about Frank Lampard, he will go right to the top. Right to top. Frank Lampard said that to Mason Mount. Mason Mount, whether he stays or goes right to the top. I want him at my football club because I don't want this player going to a Man United, a Man City, a Liverpool, a Real Madrid, a Juventus, Atletico Madrid, whoever it's going to be, a Bayern Munich. I don't want him going to these football clubs because he will ball out. And wet wipe Eunice, you're in the fucking mud, I guarantee it, because he will ball out and he'll mud you, all right? He'll mud everyone, just like KDB's mudded Chelsea leaving, just like Salah's mudded Chelsea. But Salah's more small sample size for me. But I look at Mason Mount, and at the younger age, he's landed minerals and he's won trophies. Those two players didn't. And you lot coming out saying Kevin De Bruyne's generational. I don't think he's quite generational. I think he's a great player. I think he's world class. I don't think he's generational. Mason Mount at a young age, yes, he's generational. 100%, 119%. So is Kai Havertz. And all in time. But you see, with these kids, you need to give them time. They've already achieved so much at a young age. Whether Mason Mount stays or goes, if he leaves, he's left a legacy at Chelsea. No one can take that from him. No one. In fact, Mason Mount will go down as a legend at Chelsea for winning that Champions League, for being in the team that won the Club World Cup and the Super Cup. Drinking those minerals. And if you don't like it, jog on. He's got a banner for a reason. He had a dream to be at Chelsea. And if he's allowed to leave, it's a disaster. But do you know who suffers the most? Not the supporters. The supporters suffer. The true ones. All right? The next elite gaffer that comes in, they'll suffer. Potter, he's suffering anyway. Look at the state of him, the jellyfish. But the one that suffers the most, and no one gives a shit about or thinks about because, oh, they're jealous of how much money they make, all right? Take that aside, because that's part of the game, whether you like it or not. Don't talk about it if that's the case. The one that hurts the most is Mason Mount, because what the owners are doing is robbing Mason Mount's dream to be a one-club man and to serve his club and be a legend at his football club. But he knows, as I do, and we know on this channel, that this is not Chelsea. And this project and this model is not Chelsea. So Mason Mount has had it ripped away from him. And you say, no, he's got to sign 150 grand a week. Why? He's getting offers all over the place. Does Lionel Messi say, stay at Barcelona for the love of Barcelona? You fucking muppets. Is that what the going rate is? But when it's Mason Mount, no, it doesn't apply. It doesn't apply. Messi, it does apply. He deserves all the money. He's a great player. Well, Mason Mount's a great player. He's delivered at our football club. You know. Goats like Modric don't ask for Mason Mount's shirt for no reason. They know what a player is. Felix has even come out and said what a great player he is. He wants to play with him. Havertz knows. Yeah. His ex-Vitesse manager called him a Johan Cruyff, similar to Frankie de Jong. Wiry, quick with the ball, speed off the ball, knowledge of the game, intelligence. Cruyff speaks about off-the-ball intelligence. That's what Mason Mount's got. You got Roy Keane saying that Mason Mount is like Paul Scholes, a player that he rates the highest out of all players in world football because he's played with him, and Scholes is rated by Shabbies and all the goats as one of the greatest. Yeah. Because he was a great player, generational player, Paul Scholes. All right. And then you got Scholes himself comparing Mason Mount to Lampard. I see him like Lampard. He just needs more goals. He'll get more goals. Play him in his fucking position. You see, Mason Mount hasn't even been given the fair play to play in his position. He's not playing his natural position. And yet he's still outdoing everyone. And then the narrative, oh, we don't have good players around him. We don't have good players. Now we got great players around him. He doesn't get in the team. But what great players are we talking about? How many games have we gone without Mason Mount and we've lost? How about we had Reece James in a game? Or how about we had Thiago Silva in a game we lost? Does that get the same energy? Well, we've had all these new players, this new team, and we're not getting any better for it. We've won 3 games, honeymoon period. You lot are a Pulp Fiction. Let's not suck each other's dicks just yet, I'm telling you. All right? And everyone is. And then we've drawn against Everton and it's meltdown again because you're all fickle. You're all up and down, flip-flop merchants. All flip-flop merchants. Guys, forgive me. I'm not in the chat as much. I've just seen Range Balls. Big up to you, geezer. Let's have it right. Is this all a conspiracy to bury Chelsea because the former owner was the Russian guy? That's what it feels like, losing intentionally to rub Roman's face in it. I don't like it. Yeah, you know what? You're not a long way from Starbucks there because at the end of the day, I believe that the sanction and everything that happened to Roman was the main ploy was to get Roman out of the UK, to get him out of football because he run the show, and destroy Chelsea Football Club. Because we are the most hated club. We've been hated since Ken Bates anyway. Fell out with Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch is the head of the media worldwide. Let's have it right. If you know your history and know about media and the kingpins in media, Rupert Murdoch is that guy. Is that kingpin? He's probably Fabrizio Romano's idol. Maybe he's having dinners and tea and cakes with old Murdoch. Who knows? Or his son, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, it does feel like that. And I feel like Bowley's come in with Egbali to literally make money off our club. And make money off what Roman's built. Because you can do that. You can do that. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're buying young players. They want to trade these players. They want to build a stadium. They want to sell the club. They want to build the Cobham training ground. They want to get rid of assets that cost them nothing at the club and make pure profit like Mason Mount and all these players, Cobham players, all right? And go out and feed their project and do a Red Bull model. And people are so fucking stupid. They have no idea what is going on at Chelsea. And they are sacking groundsmen for fun that have been there for 30 years. There's no need to do that. There's no need. Do you know why? Because they want their own people. Maybe people talk behind the scenes. Maybe there's a lot of whispers going around that things ain't too gravy at the minute, you know, and they want it. They don't want it out, so they're cutting any chance of anything getting leaked. Let's have it right. These guys have got no allegiance to these new ownership. They probably know they're getting the boot anyway. In fact, pretty much 3/4 of our club's been gutted anyway, wrenched out. Texas Chainsaw Massacre style. Literally, you know, it's almost like what we've done. If you know the bit in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the geezer gets the girl gets the grandpa, when it holds his head up and to chop the girl, you know, and the granddad's dead, mate. Yeah, that's Chelsea right now. We're finished at the minute. We've got no soul. Our soul's been sacked, taken out of us. And that's the reality. I mean, call it conspiracy all you want, but the conspiracy is true. The conspiracy is real. You know, the enlightened ones, the awoken ones, the awake, yeah, they get it. The thing is, I feel that we are being trialed and errored. I think we're being tested. We're a social experiment for these cowboys, and the only ones that can stop it are the supporters. It's as literal as that. No media, I'm not big enough, guys. I wish I was, but I'm not. And I'm humble enough to say that it's not enough. You know, if all the platforms were actually really loved Chelsea and didn't love their pocket as much, yeah, all right, then we could all come together with one huge narrative and actually expose these owners for what they are and change. We just want change. We it's not that we want you out. We just want you to do what's right, and that is put in a correct model at our football club where we can win. And we are not doing anything right now. We are going down the table. We're sitting 10th, and it's acceptance. It's mediocrity. Roman, listen, let's have it right, yeah? Is any other club, Man City, yeah, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham even, if you drop that far down to 10th, 11th, do you think those gaffers are in the job? They're sacked. Southampton sacked their manager with better winning stats than Graham Potter, and they're bottom of the table. All right. These clowns are keeping this guy in the job because there's no standards. Standards are in the mud at Chelsea. Standards are in the mud. And all the supporters on social media, predominantly from what I see, and obviously there's certain platforms out there that ain't got their glasses on, they ain't got Specsavers, and they're not reading correctly, they're not researching correctly and understand the situation at hand. All right. They're all buying the McDonald's Happy Meals, and they're getting their lovely little toys with all their signings and thinking it's all gravy, or selling players that they want to be sold because they hate them or because they want to come at Minerals FC. You know, it's sad because it's at the cost of our club. It's at the cost of our club. Big up to Range Balls, Land and Minerals. I think you're bang on there, fella. I think you're bang on. Exactly, Stratters. Let's note half the games Mount's played, he's been out of position and still has these stats. It's ridiculous, the stats. Absolutely ridiculous. He's got crazy stats, guys. Crazy stats. But listen, we know about Roman. We'll always love Roman. Yeah, let's have it right. We'll always love Roman. All right? We'll always love him. But like I say to everyone, it will be a disaster, Mason Mount leaving, because he's part of our football club. We need him. He's a baller. He's a wonderful player. There isn't a player in our squad like Mason Mount. We need Mason Mount desperately. Desperately, we need him in the team. Right now, Potter needs him. Do you know what I believe? I believe Graham Potter desperately wants to play Mason Mount. I believe he likes and respects and knows he's a baller, but he can't play him. Because when he first came to the job, he was playing Mason Mount every game. Don't tell me it's because Felix and that has come in. He can play with Felix. Felix was playing false nine. Let's have it right. Havertz on the right and left, whatever. Yeah, it can be. It can work. But you need a DM so you can play him in the 4-3-3. But he can play the wing back system because he played it under Tuchel and he won. Tell me, is Tuchel's opinion Tuchel shit? Is he? Is he not elite? Of course he's elite. He loves Mason Mount. Played him every game because why? He's a baller. He trusts him. He takes instructions. He delivers. He's consistent. He knows what a Minerals General he is. All the top managers know that. Gareth Southgate knows he hasn't played and he's picked him for England because he knows what a baller he is. Maybe the club's told him not to pick him. Let's have it right. Agenda driven. Pubic bone, is it? Really? All right, cool. So we have to understand that I think it will be the biggest mistake Chelsea Football Club make and these owners make, letting Mason Mount go. And I will be there when he leaves to say I told you so. And I will fucking drink your tears. Either way, whether Mason Mount stays or whether he goes, I'm drinking everyone's tears. So I'm all gravy. It's just like the bigger picture is what's behind the scenes. And I'm not going to stop that narrative because that is the true narrative. That is the true narrative. And they've got a lot of money to spend. And that's what's sad, is they're spending it on the wrong geezer. They're spending it on the wrong geezer. Wrong gaffer. But they got their yes man. You know, it is what it is. It's all sorted out. Do you know what I mean? It's all rosy. Yeah. Guys, hit that like button. Every single one of you, smash to pieces the like button. It's very important. Let's bring up when we talk about stats. Mason Mount, only player to get goal contributions in the quarterfinal, semi-final, final Champions League and go and win it. The only other players is Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, Vinicius Jr., I think. Neymar, I've said. And I think Suarez. I don't know if he won it, but those players for sure. And not even Benzema. I don't think Benzema did it. I don't think he's ever done it. So Mason Mount has, and he's the only English player to do it in history, and he's the only Chelsea player to do it in history. But yet he's not good enough. He's not Chelsea level. Is that right? Is that right? This whole season has been a horror show for the entire team and club, not just Mason Mount. But yet they will focus on Mason Mount. Mason Mount, like I say, is not the problem at Chelsea. He's part of the solution. Just so like Kai Havertz is, or N'Golo Kante, Kovacic, all these players, they are part of the solution at Chelsea. We need transition. You know, we need transition. And Mason Mount has got 131 goals, more than that now, like Lampard. That's the benchmark. He's got everything in his locker. He's an outstanding player. He has to stay at Chelsea. He has to stay at Chelsea. We cannot afford to lose this player. I don't think people realise, because they've got an agenda. But the ones that don't have an agenda, they'll understand how important this player is to us. He's so important. Seriously, says millions of series is discouraging. Real Madrid are interested in Kai Havertz and could try and sign. Listen, guys, just remember, go and watch a few streams, 4 or 5 streams. I've told you. These players are leaving. And don't believe this brown envelope talk, all right? But the surprise is where they go. That's the thing we got to look forward to, is where they go. All right? But selling Havertz, fucking hell. Guys, name me 23-year-olds, 22-year-olds that won Champions League already, you know? No Kevin De Bruyne or Sellers, mate. No Haaland yet. Mbappe ain't even won the Champions League yet. You're right, British Patriot. Exactly what I'm saying. They've taken us so far back when it didn't need to be that. It didn't need to go, the transition didn't need to be like this. It needed to be a smooth transition. They don't know what they're doing. And I don't want to be right, but I'm right. And I know I'm right. I'm 190% spot on in what I'm saying. And that's why I say it. I never say something I'm not spot on. Something I'm not sure about, I'll tell you. But I'm telling you now, these guys, bad news. I don't see us winning anything for a long, long time. The longer we have a Graham Potter, we're finished. Any elite manager that comes to Chelsea, and we've had an elite manager in Thomas Tuchel, and we've had a generational legend of a GOAT in Frank Lampard at Chelsea, they both loved and played Mason Mount. Made him captain, all right? Because they understand the club. Even Tuchel understands the club. Potter, he don't understand nothing except seagulls, bruv. Yeah? That's all he understands. Bowley's with the seagulls, all right? Any elite gaffer would play and want Mason Mount. A Jose Mourinho, a Thomas Tuchel would fight for Mason Mount to stay. A Lampard would fight for Mason Mount to stay. All right? Ten Hag, Pep, Klopp, all these players that want, all these managers that want Mason Mount, all right? They would fight. They'll fight to get him. In fact, I bet they can't believe that he's available. All right. That's how much of a mockery our football club is that we're selling our fucking soul DNA of our football club. A player that represents our club. All right. He's part of our club. Instead, we're going to go and buy fucking players from all different continents. And that's going to be Chelsea because they want to make our brand globally bigger, to franchise it out and make money. That's all it's about. They don't care about our culture and our heritage. That's what I'm talking about. That's why these owners are literally vampires. They're there to bloodsuck us dry and sell us in 10 years. That's what they're going to do. I guarantee it. I stand by it. I stand by it. But why is it that all the elite managers will want Mason Mount, but this fucking clown in Potter, Jellyfish, doesn't want him, won't back him? No spine, because he's a yes man. He's told what to do. He's told what players he's going to sign and get. He didn't even know about Enzo Fernandez. Let's have it right. He didn't even want Mudryk. You know what? Potter's actually got talent ID at Brighton. He's got McAllister, Casado, Trossard. He bought Lamptey from us. Ben White he's had. Dunn. You know, he's got players. He's built a team. Yeah. He knows what he's doing. There's none of that at Chelsea because they're not allowing him to. So it's like Potter's failing without even having a chance. He's just taking his 12 million a year because these clowns want to keep spending the money like they are in a strip club, but yet they've got mingers all around them. There's no fine beauty around them. It's all rotters, mate. Yeah? Rotters galore. All right? And they're going like that with the money because they think they're big bollocks. That's the problem we got at Chelsea at the minute. You know? Yeah, Dan Burns, that's it. Chelsea old boys, Dan Burns. So, you know, I think honestly, it'll be the biggest mistake at Chelsea. Right now, in this period we're in, biggest mistake. Fucking hell, biggest mistake. And he will ball, you know? And I'm going to watch him. Wherever he goes, I'll watch him because he's a baller. I generally, the thing is, people go, oh, you just stand back. I actually, as a football fanatic, right, I actually love watching Mason Mount play. The way he plays football, the intelligence is unbelievable, mate. He's such a special player. And that's what we do. We watch Chelsea, we watch footballers because they play beautiful, quality football. Yeah? Like we love watching Reece play when he's on his form. We like what Felix does. That's lovely. I love the way Kai Havertz is clutch or he gets stuck in and he works like a whole dog on the pitch, man. Yeah. Chilwell, we appreciate. Like we used to love watching players like Zola and Eden Hazard, you know, Diego Costa, Drogba, Terry, Lamps. You pay the money to watch these players live. Yeah. Mason Mount is one of those players for me. He's a special player. Like I look at Eden Hazard or I look at Frank Lampard. He's that player for me. And I haven't seen that since Frank Lampard, this sort of player. And we're just going to go and ship him out. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. He ain't going Liverpool, guys. I think you want... Listen, you got to understand something, the way the media works. They are pushing Liverpool because they know Chelsea supporters hate Liverpool, as I hate Liverpool. All right? So it suits the narrative. But don't forget me saying that. Please don't forget it. Don't forget it. All right? Big up Chelsea old boy. He says, all Minerals FC family are legends, not just me. Come on. Come on. listen, we need to get our winning DA back. We need to get our winning DNA back. That's what we need to do, guys. We have to get it back, guys. We have to get it back. Oh, man. So, big up. I see Edu Sucks Toes in here. I've seen him in here. Big up to you, geezer. Funny, mate. Funny. Listen, they're all agenda merchants out there, all right? And we go in with our digger, we go in with our hacksaw, and we ransack it all, mate. We go and we just take it all down. Yeah. These lot, right? These lot are lucky that they're in the woods, that they got oxygen to breathe, yeah? Let's have it right, yeah? They should be thankful in the Minerals FC that we give them trees for air to breathe. You understand? We can literally cut down these trees, all right? We can cut them down and then nothing can come out. No narratives can come out of these guys' mouths, yeah? And that's how we go, guys. That's how we move it. That's how we land it. That's how we land it. Let's bring this up anyway. Let's bring up some lovely stats because we like this is yeah. Forget all. We know about this, guys. Yeah, but this is what we should have at our football club. This is what we deserve as a football club. We're not Arsenal, bruv. We're not Arsenal to wait for Lego Head Merchant, yeah? We're not Arsenal, all right? They've been starving for God knows how long. Did anyone see them with their drum kit? Like they've come out of some cave because they've been in there for 20 years because they won fucking nothing, yeah? 15, 18 years, whatever they've been in there, all right? And they've been starved, man. They come out, yeah, of their cave. And everyone's like, yeah, Bailey, yeah, look at Arteta. Jog on, mate. We're Chelsea, yeah? If he goes and wins the Premier League, fair play to him. But he's not had any injuries, all right? He's not changed his team. He's playing Europa League football that he got knocked out of. I mean, he should be winning the Europa League. He should be competing on both fronts. But European pedigree is not for Arsenal. We know that. You know, it's in their DNA that they can't win in Europe. And long may that continue because it will. But Man City haven't been on it this year, and everyone's fallen off a fucking cliff, including us. So it suits Arsenal. It's their best year to win the Premier League. Best year. Does it mean that they're going to go on domination? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nothing's guaranteed. But yet we're here to accept this shit. You know, this is what we've got to accept at Chelsea Football Club now. But let's bring up the Minerals General. Let's bring up the Minerals General. I don't know if everyone can read that clearly. Maybe you get your screens bigger. Do you know what I mean? But this is a lovely fine collection for the Minerals Mount. And he's been stripped this season. He's been dropped. He's been bullied. He's been forced out. And us supporters, we need to make a stand, guys. We need to make a stand to stop it. Do you understand? Exactly. Being compared to the Lego Head Merchants project is an insult. 4 years. 4 years, man. 4 years, this project. Bullshit. Listen, we were in transition. We've been in transition for how many years? We've been in transition. We still win trophies. All right? It works. Why change it? It's proven. It's proven. So why change it? There's no need to change it, guys. Absolutely no need. Pies and Mash was justifying Uber in Barca by hating on Havertz. Someone explain the logic. Do you get it, Johnny? This was shocking. Listen, he's only saying justifying Uber because he's a brown envelope, little fucking 17-year-old kid that wants to be a journalist. All these guys that want to be journos, they want to be something in the game. They'll do whatever the going brief and narrative is, and they'll push it out. The fact that Aubameyang is on social media celebrating with Barcelona in their dressing room or wherever it was after El Clasico is unacceptable. It's a mockery to our football club. He's a Chelsea player and he should not be there. End of. There's no justification. Not one fucking excuse for it. So I don't want to hear it. What the true narrative is, Pies and Mash, hello fella, the true narrative is Aubameyang's on a pay-per-play wage. That's why he ain't playing, because they don't want to pay him, because he's on high wages. Yeah? And he wants to leave. So why don't we push that narrative out, little tosspots? Sick of these wrong'uns, man. Bangers and mash, talk no sense at all. They're just all agenda driven. They feed the narrative. And also Lukaku coming back. Fuck that. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. I'll tell you what, that's the last straw for me. I'll protest on my own. I'll fucking go there and protest, bruv. Yeah. I'll go there and protest. I'll wait for Bowley, bruv. Yeah. I'll be there where the Chelsea fan TV are, and I'll wait for him to walk with his cup of coffee so I can fucking land the minerals and tell him how it is. Because it's wrong. You can't bring Lukaku back. You cannot do that. He's a rat, disgraced our football club, all right? And he's shit. He's a cement-booted fraud. He's rubbish. And he's definitely not a Potter player, so I don't know where you're going with that. And he's on over 400 grand a week. Maybe Pies and Mash will tell you what wages he's on. He'll give you some bullshit. But yeah, get rid of him. Get rid of him. And also, he needs to keep Mason Mount. He needs to keep Kai Havertz. Listen, if Real Madrid's are sniffing around Kai Havertz, Reece James, tells you everything you need to know, guys. All right? People's opinions are not right. People's opinions are stinky. All right? But people in the game know. People in the game. And Bowley doesn't know about football. That's why if I ever saw him, I'd tell him, just like I did in front of Potter, this is not Chelsea. I'll tell Bowley, this is not Chelsea, mate. Sort it out. You're embarrassing us. And I'm sure he won't just say shit fucking game and walk off. I think his head will turn. 119% his head will turn. And maybe there'll be a discussion. You know? Maybe we'll get a reaction, which is what we deserve as supporters, is some truth. Yeah? We deserve some truth. Shocking, mate. Shocking. No one's got bollocks, mate. They better not do an all or nothing. That'd be an embarrassment to us. So anyway, guys, I want your opinion in the comments, right? Do you all agree that it will be a disaster to let Mason Mount leave Chelsea Football Club? I want to know what Minerals FC legends are saying in here in the chat. I want you all to write in the chat, thumbs up, put your opinions, let me know in the chat. I want to see it right now. I want to see what the vibe is. Every single one of you, I want to see it. Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, listen, Bowley, listen, everyone's seen it on social media. Yeah, everyone's seen it on social media. Every single one of everyone's seen it, bro. So now we're going to get all the stories about Kai. They're going to sell Kai, guys. They're going to sell Kai. Yeah, Mount leaving is a death sentence. Oh, man. It really is. It's not good. Finished FC. Yeah. I think he goes City. I think he goes City. I think that's where he'll take over De Bruyne, mate. De Bruyne's what, 31? He's not had his best season, De Bruyne, this year. If TT goes Real Madrid, that's it. It's a done deal, guys. Can you imagine Mount and Kai at Real Madrid? What? You'll get that, that clip, the Brummie in it, or wherever he is in Bristol, and they'll all be going, "What? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. What? Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You fucking wrong'uns. You ain't got a clue what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Hush your beaks, right? And understand, Minnals Mount, Kai Havertz need to stay at Chelsea. We have to go stay at Chelsea. I will say this, guys. He came out of his bottle. Then he came out of his bottle after this. Do you remember? After was it the Dortmund game? And then he's coming out with he's this time he made sure he didn't have a beer bottle, did he, guys? He made sure that he had his coffee. He made sure he had his coffee cup. Let's watch it. Let's watch it, guys.
Shit, fucking yeah. Big up, Todd. Cheers, Todd. Thanks for your time, Todd. Shit, fucking yeah. Big up, Todd.
That bit sounds like Beavis and Butthead, bruv. You know, yeah, let's land the minerals and tell Todd, no, sort your shit out. Do something about it. Do something about it. Get an elite gaffer in. Change the model. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. So it is what it is, guys. You know what? I don't watch. I don't watch people. I don't watch other platforms. I don't pollute my mind with other platforms. But I've been sent clips of certain things, and that's what I see. Other than that, I will not go on the. I will not go and watch. I can't. I can't do it. You know what I mean? I won't do it. I won't do it. You know. Do you know what we're going to be like? We're going to be like that new series called The Last of Us, or The Last of Us, is it called? Where it's apocalyptic. That's what Chelsea's right now. We're getting rid of everything at Chelsea that existed, and we're being blood sucked dry. Yeah, gutted. There's nothing of Roman's DNA, of Chelsea's DNA that's left at his football club. You know. The funny thing is, Rory coming out with what he said about Mason Mount, people don't listen to him because he said Haaland's not going to score 15 league goals. All right. He wanted Thomas Tuchel sacked, brought in Graham Potter, and then he comes out and says, I want to get Potter out of the club. Now he's calling Potter a yes man. Can you understand? This guy is the biggest flip flop, man. Biggest flip flop. But we do agree on some things, I will say. We do agree with some things, but you know, no one will take you seriously. No one will take you seriously, and that's the matter. That's the facts. So it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Big up to all you guys in here. Literally, big up to every single one of you. Everyone understands what it's all about, and I am at the stage where, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I've accepted what's happening. I've accepted it. Yeah, I've accepted. I know what's at our football club. I know what's going on. So, end of the day, I'm ready. I'm ready to. Oh, here we go. What's this? Someone's tagged me in on this. What's this? I have early access to the residency app where I've already talked to Felix, Enzo, Liao, and Trevor. You'll likely be on the waiting list for a few days, but I couldn't wait to tell you all. Everyone's got fire. You got Felix the cat in there, Enzo Dundee, yeah, in the mud, and then you got what's that? Daily Merchant, yeah, all in there. See what I mean? They're all together. These guys. They're all together. These guys. They're all part of the clique. Every single one of them part of the clique, mate. I love this photo. Someone tagged me in that. Great photo. And people go to me, yeah, your channel's just Mason Mount. And I think people on here on Minerals FC know that that's not the case. But I will defend the player that gets the most hate. And I'll always defend him. And I will defend him to the end. Absolutely right. And I'll probably end up defending him even when he leaves. And he's not our football club. But I'll defend someone who's won my club a Champions League all day long. Kai Havertz, legend, winning the Champions League for us. You cannot take that away from him. That's a legacy. It's part of our history. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's the price we pay for having clowns, or shall we say lunatics, as a Lenin's would say, running the asylum. Let's have it right. We're in trouble, guys. We are in trouble. And I'm going to get to a point where I will protest. Fuck it, why not? I'll protest, guys. I'll be up for it. I'll be up for it. Exactly. We are no brown envelopes. We are true lovers of our Chelsea. Exactly. Look at Conte. Yeah, you're right. Conte as well. Wow. He's thrown him under the bus. Yeah. Listen, Conte, can you imagine Conte being a yes man? No chance. That's what I'm saying, guys. There's no chance, guys. It's not happening. It's not happening. Let's remind all the wrong uns. Mason Mount leaves. Kai Havertz leaves. Johnny's still on here. Johnny's still Minerals FC. Because Chelsea is the Minerals FC. That's what it is. The Minerals FC is Chelsea. We are the elite club. We're the biggest club in London. You know what I mean? That's what it represents. Know the narrative. Know the narrative. We see things they'll never see. That's what we are. That's what we are. And if you don't like it, oh well. Is what it is. But guys, big up to every single one of you in here, live and locked in. This week's going to be cool. I know we've got international break, so I'm going to do I want to do a show where I have members come on. I want to do a show where I have members come on. And I'll either do that tomorrow or I'll do that on Wednesday. But if you are a member and you would like to come on the Minerals FC, I want you in the comments at the end of the stream to let me know, and we'll get you on. We'll get you on, and we can talk about everything going on at the football club. I want to try it out. I want to give something back to the members. So if you would like to come on, even if you don't, you don't want to, do you know what I mean? You don't want to come on or speak or show yourself. You don't have to show yourself. You can come on and just land it. It's not a problem. But I want to give something back to my members on the channel supporting, because I feel it's only fair. It's only right. I'm sure we will have a great debate, and we'll talk and we'll land the minerals. But big up to every single one of you. Please smash the pieces the like button, hit the subscribe button, notification button, and share it out on all socials. We've got the Minerals FC on Twitter, Instagram. We've got Minerals _FC on TikTok and on Twitch. So please, guys, I want you to put down in the comments, especially my members. Make sure you let me know, guys. Make sure you let me know. I know most of my members, but if you want to come on, we'll arrange it. I might do it tomorrow. Maybe we do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. So if you're around tomorrow, around 7:30ish, we'll do an hour and a bit, and we'll do a member show. Yeah. Big up to Bobby. He says these fans that twerk for Bowley are an embarrassment. Some jackass saying the groundsman was there for 30 years. It was time to go. Does that apply to all the staff too? Bowley ego will end us. Not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong. So, guys, let me know. I will look to do it tomorrow, I think, if not Wednesday. But members, make sure you make yourselves known and let me know in the comments. Big up to every single one of you. We're going to land the minerals as always with the outro. But we have to end it. We have to end it with one of the special picks. One of my favourite picks of all time for the minerals mount is this one. That is what we end it with. And that's what we are. This is what the Minerals FC say to all the wrong uns. All the time, guys. Every day of the week. Big up to every single one of you, as always. Respect, love. Just keep winning. Up the Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.